All right, folks, Scott Walters, welcome into the channel. I hope you're all doing great and Happy New Year. So here's the thing, folks. We got to have a serious conversation today because, again, this is not the sugarcoat rainbows and lollipops channel where I'm going to tell you one thing and try to get you to buy and go invest. I just saw a content creator recently, and he's popular. He's like, just keep investing, keep investing. It's like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? I would much rather tell people to be cautious right now than throw caution to the wind. So folks, today we're going to talk about, could an actual depression realistically happen? I mean, there's a lot of clickbait. There's a lot of doom and gloom. Again, for me, folks, I try to remain as even keeled in the middle, just temperature checking everything that we can to get a sound, look at what exactly is going on out there. What can we expect? Are we out of the woods, or do we have more, pain coming? Do we have to pay attention? Is it realistic to see another Great Depression? So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. We also have a new video sponsor, Spike. It's an honor and a privilege, actually, and I thank you guys for having companies like Spike come to the channel and wanting to be part of it. And Spike's going to help you become more efficient as we go into the new year. It's easy to use. It's free to use. It's very cool. So we'll be checking in, talking a little bit, and showing you some of Spike later on in the video. So folks, yes, here's the thing. The depression. What we need to understand, and I know any regular viewer of this channel, and if you're not a regular viewer, I strongly urge you to become one. We've helped a lot of people on this channel. We're going to continue to do that. And one of the things that, in order to be successful right now, we have to understand exactly what's at stake, what's at risk, what are the ultra rich doing, what are the ultra successful doing. And we've all heard many warnings from many big investors talk about a stock market crash. The stock market's gonna crash. And like I said before, I'm a licensed real estate agent right here in the euphoric Southern California market. It's like the Wild West where I'm working. But I absolutely love working in real estate. And I own lots of real estate. I've been a long-time landlord, investor. I absolutely love real estate. It's absolutely changed my life in a big way. And now I really want to give back and teach people just a little bit of what I know. It's a quick break from the program to bring you today's video sponsor. Spike is an amazing new platform that'll take your emails and convert them into easy chat-like messages. But not only that, Spike does so much more. Personally, as a busy real estate agent, Spike has been a lifesaver when it comes to efficiency. You're a real estate agent, you'd like to be a real estate agent, or you just want to be ahead of the curve, you're going to love Spike as well. Spike has developed a revolutionary platform that you can do so much on. I am just blown away on how much I can get done with Spike. Go ahead and take a little look at Spike and talk about some of the things they're going to be able to do for you as well. Just like most of you, I need to be very organized, which is why I love Spike Notes. It allows me to share anything, including documents, pictures, voice messages, GIFs, and information about every deal I do in one document. You don't have to download Spike to use it. You can create, edit, and collaborate on notes in real time. Bring together your email, personal memos, collaborative sheets, project plans, and meetings, anything in one single platform. Spike is simply amazing. I know you guys are all going to love it. Thank you to Spike for sponsoring this video. I know you guys are going to absolutely love it. Now let's get back to the show. Know now, folks, is because I've taken my lumps in life. I've taken my lumps in investing. I've had to reinvent myself and come back from, losing it all before it. And I know how painful that can be. While I don't regret it because I learned so much from it, I certainly don't want to do it again if I can help it. And that's what that's what I'm prepared to do this time around, is make sure that I understand this time what exactly is going on. And I know for myself, I had no idea what was going on in the Great Recession. The housing crash of '08, I was just like many of the people I saw in this housing bubble, just continuing to operate out of FOMO and buying in, and just, everybody else was buying, so I bought too. And then a downturn came, and then, of course, at first I was like, I'll be all right. And then eventually it wasn't all right. And that's potentially what we'll see in this go around. And you see, the reality is, folks, is you can't do the type of money printing out of thin air, this helicopter money distributed all into our economy, pumping it all up the way it was pumped up, creating not only a real estate bubble, an everything bubble. All asset classes were placed into a bubble. And you can't do that without having blowback. And so now we haven't even stopped here in the US the money printer yet. We haven't even started the interest rate hikes. They're coming. And that's potentially going to be, you know, some fear to the markets when they're talking about it now, and then you'll see the market dip a little bit, and then it's just people plowing right back in. Well, when it actually happens, you might see it dip and dip and dip and dip and not come back, which is in fact what happened in the Great Depression. The Great Depression wasn't a real estate crash; it was a stock market crash. And depressions cycle, if you track through history, around every 100 years. So the math lines up for that. But the stock market in the Great Depression, which caused the Great Depression, was behaving exactly like our stock market today is behaving. If you followed the stock market or you're in the stock market, you've noticed we've had some days where all of a sudden we've had these losses. And then something would happen and people would come back in, it would rebound, it would go down, it would come back. It was like this yo-yo, right? Well, that's exactly what was happening in the Great Depression, the stock market crash that led to that one. It was behaving the exact same way, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it tanked, and it didn't come back, and then the fear set in, and the banks started to fail, and the people were unable to get their money out, and it was just chaos. It was absolute and utter chaos based on, what I've studied and learned about the Great Depression. So we have to really take an honest look at exactly this is similar to the last depression. And so what I want to continue to do, hopefully, is poise you to just understand that's a realistic scenario that could be produced out of the pandemic. The health pandemic, I believe, is a little bit worse. Like, I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't had more happen, even though I guess it's harder for us to be shocked these days when you have like Zillow lay off 25% of their workforce and liquidate all their homes at a loss. I mean, that's pretty big news that you have like Evergrande, the biggest real estate developer in China, defaulting, and now China going through massive pain, and they're actually in a real estate downturn themselves as a result. And China's is the most similar economy to us here in terms of their wealth. They're the second biggest economy in the world, only to the U.S. And so, we what's happening there could easily happen here in the U.S. But people continue to just, we're just out trying to live our life the best we can. So my goal for you folks, in final thoughts today, is I really want to continue to just ring the bell and sound the alarm that we have a lot of blowback that will occur from the pandemic and the stimulus. We can't 100% mainstream media or big government to give us any, hard truths. They're going to always try to create narratives to keep us euphoric in these markets and investing. When a downturn comes, if the real estate market crashes, and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to go scoop up properties at a discount, the banks are going to be very handicapped in that situation. You're not going to be able to just go to your bank and get a loan like you would maybe today. You're going to need to probably come in with like 50% down to get the bank to come take that risk with you. They're going to probably shrink back from writing a lot of loans out. So I want you to just understand that, folks. We're going to continue to heat map, temperature check this. I'm here for you. You know that. I got social media links in the description below. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm everywhere. LinkedIn, you name it. I'm everywhere. Other interviews and channels I support in the description below as well. If you're investing in the stock market, probably consider an ETF at this point. Reduce your position. Stop playing day trader if you don't know what you're doing in there. If you've gotten lucky this far, you might want to take your gains and bail out, because just like a casino, the casino always wins. A slot machine will not continue to pay out forever. Eventually, you will get caught on the wrong side of that deal. So I hope that helps a little bit. If it did, just give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel. Go make it count today. We'll see you on the next video.